Okay, just gonna do a little tutorial. Just something else that someone asked me if I could post, if I knew how to do it, and so just gonna throw this together real quick. It has to do with your tsuba not fitting snugly on to your sword. You see this? It's very wiggly and doesn't fit snugly. What you're going to want to do is just look at it and see where you're getting movement from. It looks like I'm getting movement about a 1/4 inch down from the tip on either side. So keeping the tsuba in the same way. Make sure you guys can see that good. Okay. You can either take a automatic center punch or a regular center punch, and right on the ends, on the edges of it, I'm going to mark these out with this, and then hit them with the center punch. You can't see it very well, but by doing it right on the edges, it kind of mushrooms out the steel a little bit. And then you do that, and you come back over and you check it. Still needs a little bit more. So I'm gonna go down a little bit. See, I mushroomed it out a little bit more. Come back over and test it. I'm going to go up on the top of it. And basically you just keep doing this until it becomes a nice fit. I'll leave it right there and see if I can do this without keep moving the camera. You can see already it's a nice snug fit. If you see it's almost there, probably needs a little bit more. By looking down at it, I can see maybe behind it a little bit. So I'm going to do a couple more taps right here. And if it becomes too tight, don't worry. You can always take a small file and go inside there and just kind of dust it up. Pretty much by trial and error. I usually want it about 1/8 of an inch. I want it to stop me pushing it down. And if I look at the sword, I want it to be about 1/8 of an inch of where I need it to actually be. So if the habaki was on here with a seppa, it'd be about 1/8 inch from here to the seppa. So then when I fully put this sword on, or the tsuba on, it's going to be an even tighter fit
all the way down. So it's pretty much about trial and error. Just a center punch and a hammer. If you want to do this on both sides, you can. Just make sure when you're done that there's nothing sticking up. It's nice and flat. So it doesn't interfere with the depth of how far your tsuba will go on, even though it shouldn't matter that much because you're not creating a whole lot of material upwards, you're more kicking it inwards. But that gives it a nice snug fit if your tsuba happens to come loose. Now this is where my rubber mallet comes in handy, and a pole. Just stick a pole on there. Give it a couple taps, not too hard, just hard enough to. You see that's on there. Could probably do a little bit more on the back, but once that's seated in place, you're not going to get any more wiggle back and forth. It's just a little trick I picked up from I can't remember his name, but he used to do a lot of custom swords at Shadow of Leaves. So just a quick little tip if anyone's wondering how to fix that. It's an easy quick way to fix it. Is it the proper way? I don't know. Does it work? Yeah, it actually works very well. So there you go. Just by taking a center punch and a hammer, you can reshape the inside of your tsuba so it fits your katana or whatever blade you're trying to mount it on nice and snugly. Cool.